let's get our predictions for the upcoming NFL season. By the way, let's go ahead and go with what we thought was going to happen last year. Our picks for at least the Super Bowl last year. CB, I think you said it was the Rams and Bills.
Yes, sir.
And you picked the Bills to win last season, the entire thing.
Yeah,
I picked the Rams and Chiefs, and I said the Rams is going to win.
Oh, we were both wronger than wrong.
Yeah, we don't know what we're talking about.
We don't know what we're talking about.
Well,
unless it comes to the Cowboys. When it comes to Cowboys, we know exactly what we're talking
about. Well, the Rams, I mean, they fell off a cliff simply because of
they went
Stafford.
All in.
Stafford, yeah. Stafford went down as well.
And he went down.
Yeah. And I knew that after we beat them pretty handily, I don't know if we destroyed them last year, but they did not look anywhere near, and Stafford was in that game, by the way. They didn't look anywhere near what they did the previous year and with the Super Bowl win. So yeah, we missed on the Super Bowl pick. So let's try this thing again. Let's see how close we get this time. So let's start in the AFC. Let's go with the AFC East, if we shall. Okay. That's going to be Buffalo. That's going to be the Jets. Doing this right offhand. New England Patriots and Miami Dolphins. Who do you have coming out of the AFC East?
Let's go ahead and take a very quick travel back in time. Last year, Bills. These people finished Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets last year. Bills came out on top with a 13-3 record. Some people are going to say, hey, Craig, 13-3, that's 16 games, not 17 games. Recall that one game, a particular Bill, Mr. Hamlin, fell out and had a cardiac arrest on the field, and they had to stop the game, and they didn't replay that game.
Right.
Well, this year, I don't see much changing in that with regards to the person coming out on top, or should I say the team coming out on top. I still see the Bills coming out on top in the AFC East. This is what I see them coming out. Where I see some changes is who's coming in second place. Your Jets are going to sneak up back in that second place, but we'll get into that later. EW asked me who did I think was going to win it.
Buffalo Bills coming out. We'll get into who we believe are going to be the wild cards, and of course we have 3 wild cards on each side this year, just like last year. So I'm going to go with the Bills as well.
Yes.
There's much talk again about the Dolphins. As you know, the best quarterback in the NFL.
Yes, sir.
By resume,
is Patrick Mahomes.
Is in with the New York Jets right now. I don't see them taking over the Bills as well. I think they may go to they may get a playoff spot, but we will see when we get to our wild card picks.
Yeah, forgive my co-host for misspeaking there, saying that Aaron Rodgers is the current best quarterback in the NFL.
He will never let me live this down.
Far as I remember, Patrick Mahomes has 2 rings and Mr. Rodgers has 1. But I digress.
Then, of course, now again, there's 4 MVPs to 2, and some would say the Super Bowl win is a team win. Some would say that. I don't know where we all stand on this whole quarterback versus the rest of the team and who gets most of the credit versus some of the credit, or that can go back and forth depending on the time of day. So
definitely a team win.
Yeah,
definitely a team.
So all right, we're not going to get into that anymore. All right, so we both picked the Bills. Let's go AFC West. Let's see. Kansas City Chargers, Raiders, Broncos. What do you think about the AFC West?
I mean, do we need to discuss it? Until they're knocked off the pedestal. Until the champions are knocked off the pedestal, they still own the pedestal. So I do not see any reason why anyone would say that the Kansas City Chiefs are not coming out on top of the AFC West. Kansas City Chiefs, baby. Patrick Mahomes right now, until somebody knocks him off that pedestal, he's the best quarterback in the game right now, with one of the best coaches in the game and surrounded by a lot of talent. Chiefs.
I'm the same. I'm the same until they get knocked off. There's no reason to believe that they won't, unless something crazy happens before the season with Mr. Mahomes. There's no reason to believe that the Chiefs will get knocked off as of yet. So yeah, we both go with the Chiefs. How about this AFC North? Which this should be interesting. AFC North, we got the Bengals, Ravens, Steelers, and Browns. What do you think? AFC North.
I have to very reluctantly echo the sentiment that I just said. Until they're knocked off the pedestal. But with your boy Joe Cool, Mr. Joe Burrow, being sidelined right now with a strained calf, that they say is going to be okay by the first game, if not the second game of the season. But until they're knocked off that pedestal, I gotta say they're going to come out on top. However, if OBJ stays healthy and Lamar Jackson does what he's supposed to do and is expected to do, and their defense is good, they are going to be the biggest and strongest rival to the Cincinnati Bengals. However, as it stands right now, with Jamar Chase catching the ball all over the field, Joe Burrow throwing the ball all over the field, I got to say the Bengals are coming out on top, AFC North. What say you?
Since I have the reputation of being a Joe Burrow hater,
Yeah.
got to pick the Bengals.
Wow.
Just to avoid being that reputation continuing. Although, there's that although. Although,
be there.
I think the Ravens are going to really give them a push this year. Lamar Jackson and the receivers that he has this year, as you mentioned, OBJ. Got a dude that boy, I can't even think of his name right now. The guy that they picked in the draft. And I want to say there's a third receiver. They may have a three-headed monster there with the Ravens. So there's a three-headed monster, a three-headed wide receiver with the Bengals as well. So yeah, that's going to be very interesting to watch those Bengals Ravens games this year.
Yeah, the wide receiver they picked was Charlie Jones. Is the wide receiver that the Bengals
no, there was I want to say, is it Addison?
Out of the draft?
Yeah, out of the draft.
I would have to look that up. I don't believe that.
Let's see if I can pick it up real quick. Like, no, it's not going to let me here. Forget his name, but I think they picked the receiver like in the first round, if I'm not mistaken. Sure, he'll be starting. I mean, they didn't have any great receivers before he got there.
Well, they picked the defensive end in the first round. They picked
Miles second round.
Yeah, Miles Murphy. So yeah, but they right now, man, the Bengals, like I said, until somebody knocks them off. However, the Ravens are in the best place to knock them off right now.
Mm-hmm.
Getting Lamar signing OBJ, and with all the other weapons that he has, hey, that's going to be interesting to watch. That's going to be interesting to watch.
Yeah, up to this point of the three, I think that's the best division race, I think, that should take place up to where we're at now. AFC South. Jaguars, Titans, Colts, Texans. What say you?
Well, first of all, we're not looking at a stellar division.
No, not at all.
I mean, listen to these records last year. Jags went 9-8. Titans went 7-10. Colts went 4-12, 4-12-1. They tied with the Texans, who went 3-13 and
And remember, the Colts were the darling pick for a lot of people last year. Not
yes,
necessarily
they were.
to win a Super Bowl, but they thought
But
they would probably go deep in the playoffs. Which 4-12, that's not going to do it for you.
yeah, that's not gonna get it. That's not sub 500 is definitely not gonna get it.
And the way we destroyed them last year,
Yeah,
it was just nasty. I felt bad for them, to be honest.
you gonna feel bad for the Cowboys just beating up on somebody, but I guess you can. I guess you can. I guess you can. But
They need the mercy rule in that game. Go ahead.
back to the question that you asked me: who's coming out of the AFC South? Jaguars is going to come out. Jaguars going to come out again, and dare I say they're going to have a better record. They're going to go. They're going to win more than 9 games. They're going to look pretty good. Okay, your boy Trevor Lawrence is coming into his own, and he's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I got the Jags coming out of the AFC South.
Last year, I think you picked the Colts. And last year I picked the Titans. So I'm going to go Titans again this year. I'm just not ready to buy into the Jaguars right now. Yes.
And you're not ready to let go of this whole running back position. You still think Derrick Henry is the best thing since sliced bread.
He's pretty good. He's pretty good. I mean, what was that? Had a down season and he had 1,500 yards? That's craziness. Yeah. That's nonsense. That was a down season. I'm not sure who their receivers are there, but like I said in the previous episode, yeah, Tannehill and Henry's there when we thought they probably wouldn't be there still. But yeah, that'll be an interesting push. But I don't know where I feel about Trevor Lawrence as of yet. Yeah, he's up and coming. I'll give you that. He's getting better. I'll give you that. But
he's getting much better.
I'm not here to say that he's ready to start taking over the world as of yet, like some people believe that he is.
No. He's not. He's still got some work to go, but he's looking good. But to take over the world, yeah, no.
Travis Etienne looked way better than I thought he was.
Oh yeah,
So yeah, that should be really interesting.